Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute since I picked this camera up, but I'm ready for you. So the last 2 weeks have been a little bit tumultuous in my world. So I haven't really been as consistent with my eating. Like 1 week I didn't really eat enough, and then the next week I overate, and then since then I've just been kind of eating what I want but also getting my protein in. And I'm feeling a little bit on the podgier side of what I'd prefer to be for my cut. So this week I'm going to do a mini cut. I am going to take some measurements today, and then at the end of the week I'll take some measurements and show you what we've done. So I'm going to be going into a slightly more severe deficit than I would if I was going to be doing a longer cut, and that's simply because it's only for a week. It's not going to damage my metabolism, and it's not going to waste any of my muscles. And also, I'm not in the most ideal of situations in the sense that I'm living in someone else's house, so I don't want to be in the kitchen all the time. So my plan for this cut is to be eating around 11 to 1200 calories during the day, and then I am saving that extra 500 to 600 calories to eat with the family in the evening, because I don't really want to give that up because I enjoy Frank's cooking. It's so good. So yeah, that's my plan. I will be tracking the food during the day. And then I will leave some space for my evening meal and show you that it can be done. Cutting can be done in awkward situations if you want to do it that bad. Excuse my phone screen, it won't stop spatting out, but I wanted to take you through my calories and my macros that I'm going to be following, and also explain a little bit about why I've chosen to do it this way. So as you can see, the calories are really low. I've set it for 1000 calories, 100 grams of carbs, 88 protein and 28 fat. Now the reason being is I'm not going to be tracking my evening meals every night. Sorry if this isn't focusing. So I'm just going to be tracking all my meals apart from my dinner, and I've allocated 500 to 600 calories for my evening meal, which I'm going to be having with Andrew's family. So it's been a while since I've used this. I'm just going to show you as well how I track my food down, if the camera would just focus. There we go. So for breakfast I had 50 grams of oats. So I've already scanned the type of oats that I use into my phone, and so as you can see, serving size is 1 gram, and I need to change that to 50, so that's 50 grams of oats. That's added. And then I had some vanilla whey protein. That's by Bulk Nutrients, so I'm gonna put that in. It's already in there. Cookies and cream. All the calories are pretty much the same with protein if you're going within the same brand. So I had 30 grams of that. As you can see, I'm not being OCD with this. If I was doing a longer cut, I probably would, but you know, I pretty much know what I'm doing. I believe I had 50 grams of banana as well. So again, I've changed the serving size to 1 gram, and then I just put in the amount of grams that I had. So I had 50 grams of banana. And then I had some Maver's peanut butter. So I just type in the brand, Maver's. It would be good if I could keep the phone in the right place. Dark roasted crunchy peanut butter. As you can see, I've already scanned it before. I had 25 grams of that. And so that is now logged into my phone. Now, if I click on here, I can see how it's gone with my macro goals. So that meal was 35 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, 7 grams of fiber, and 17 grams of fat. And that then tells me as well how many more grams I've got. I also, as you probably have already seen, had a snack of a Quest bar, which I believe was I think it was oatmeal flavour, so I'm just going to put that in. I don't think I've actually logged it today. I'm just going to put Oat Quest bar and search for that. You've always got to be careful with when you're just typing it in generically, because it's not coming up right now. I may have to do a little bit of bin fishing. No, it's not there. All you need to do with something like this, as you can see, I've got the wrapper. Oop. I click on the barcode there. And then I put the barcode, it's kind of hard to do looking through two screens, and it scans it. And voila, there it comes up. So I had that as well. And now that takes me up to 55 grams of protein, 55 carbs, and 25 fat. Ooh, I'm scary today, aren't I? Holy. So that is how I would track food into MyFitnessPal. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I used to track macros, but recently I've been eating intuitively. But for this mini cut, I want to stay fairly consistent, and so I'm going to be using it this week, and that's how you track a meal. So to catch you all up to date, I've been bulking for about 2 months, pretty hard. Before that I went away and I lost a little bit of weight and I was just feeling really scrawny. But now I feel like my muscles are looking much fuller. But like I said previously, I think I'm just a little bit aware of the fat gain, and not that there's anything bad with fat, but I feel that as a small human, I'm only 5'2", I don't hold, like if I put on a kilo, it shows quite a lot. And although I think I've made some muscular gains, I'm just a little bit, I want to just rein the fat loss back in. And so the idea of doing a mini cut is it's just 1 to 4 weeks of a bit of a deficit. You strip back on the fat, but you don't lose the muscle because it's only a short cut. Your body doesn't feel the effect like it would if you were dieting down for 3 to 4 months. So that's the idea. I'm just gonna strip back on a little bit of body fat. I'm gonna show you my physique now, and then I'm gonna take my measurements, and then we'll have something to compare to. I'm going to compare to something to compare with. Let's do a physique update. So this is me relaxed, and that's me flexed. As you can see, there's a little bit of excess pudge there. Generally, everywhere else though, I'm feeling pretty good. It's literally, this is the place that I hold my fat. I don't hold it anywhere else. I'm very lucky. So yeah, let's take my measurements. And I'm gonna do it in inches for your reference. Okay, we're ready to go. So when I take my measurements, I always make sure that I'm standing with my feet together, just as it's an easier point to measure from. And I take it from the widest point of the thigh. 20 inches, 0.3. And then with my hips, I'm measuring from the widest point. So again, my feet are gonna be together. 34.9. So waist, you measure from the smallest part. 25.9. This sports bra is padded, and I clearly didn't think this through. But 32.5, and that comes off.
Fat belly.
Oh, it's just parent time. Can you please measure my bicep? Oh, this boy is a little bit more technical than me, so he clearly measures it in a different way.
So when I measure the bicep, you got to make sure, one, that you always measure it from the same spot. So the easiest way to do it is measuring it from the top of the glenohumeral joint here and run that down to the point of the elbow, and then find the midway point between that, and then that's your spot to take it. So take that from there, running down to the point of the elbow, which is 34, so that'll be 17, And then what we want to do from there is press in so we get a little white mark.
Ow.
And then we can do the measurement around where that's run from. That's sitting at 11 inches. 11 inches. Bigger than my calves.
Cool, so that's that. We're gonna do it in a week's time. Stop wrestling. We're gonna do it in a week's time and see if there's been any changes. So this is my last meal before my evening meal. It's about 4 p.m. It's pretty boring, to be honest, and also I made a bit of a boo-boo with my food order because we've been away this weekend. We didn't really have any food in, so Andrew just went out to the shop and I said, can you get me 2 tins of tuna? And normally the flavour tuna is pretty low in fat, but this one had oil in it, so now my fat macros are well over. So what I'm going to do is not worry about it, I'm still going to eat it, but I'm just gonna go by calories rather than macros, you know what I mean? So I've just got 100 grams of spinach. No, oh, I'm tired and hungry and grumpy. 50 grams of spinach, 100 grams of cherry tomatoes, and then 2 mini tins of tuna. I did drain as much fat off them as I could. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this, and then we've got flat viewing because Andrew and I are house hunting.
That's all for now, guys, but as always, I really appreciate you watching my channel. If you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and press that subscribe button if you haven't already. Stay tuned also for tomorrow's episode where I film a fat blasting leg toning workout. So I will see you then.